Say hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Good day.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Bye.
We're here. We're here to have fun, and hopefully
We're here, we're queer. That's about it, really.
Hopefully there will be no more mass murder by our favourite werebadger.
I didn't mass murder anyone.
To be fair, he is right.
That was put on pause.
And you have to kill more than 3 people. You have to kill more than 5 people for it to be a mass murder.
Mm-hmm.
More than, yes, 4 or more. And yes, we shouldn't keep breaking him over the coals for it. He seems very sorry for it. So,
And has gone to a church to atone for it.
yeah.
I went to church and met 2 people in our group's God.
You know what? Mine was a quiet thing. I didn't shout about it. Only one person knows about it, and only one person will know about it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Until an inspirational quote is needed. In which case,
I don't
My
even.
lips are.
I don't even worship the God I met.
can you understand why Dorian is slightly not pissed, but
Annoyed?
no, he's not even annoyed, just a bit oh.
Well, your God spoke to a goddamn atheist before he spoke to you.
Don't start that now.
Do you understand where Dorian's at the moment? He's like, I'm not jealous, but come on.
And since it's been 3 weeks since our last session, let's do the introductions.
Yes.
We start with Agamida. Who are you?
Yes. My character is Gamida, the lizard folk barbarian who solves her problems both personal and public with violence.
And possibly eating.
Yes.
Next up, well, there may be a lot of that for you today. Next up, Sidon.
Hello, I'm Alexa. I play Sidon Cargos. Name pending. The kobold artificer who is currently trying to resolve problems with God. I don't know what I did wrong, but whatever I did, I am sorry for doing so.
Next up, Sachi.
Good day. I am Sachi. I'm the Kitsune Summoner, and I am a ball of chaos.
Next up, Hum.
Hi, I'm Dorian. I'd like to say what he's about, but I don't know. Things are changing,
Next up,
and I don't know how.
Next up, Vixen.
Push to talk on.
Hi, everyone. I'm Moira, and I play Vixen, the fox-themed shifter, Way of the Astral Self monk, and I am not a bard.
Can I bardic inspiration? ...
Didn't you
No,
used to live in a
probably.
circus as a performer? Wouldn't that constitute bardic?
Well, a past life, essentially.
Next up,
So you got the backstory of a bard, but you ain't one.
next up, Colin.
Did you say Colin?
Colton.
So it just sounds like someone's called him Colin.
I may have said Colin by mistake. I don't know.
It has become
Colin is the name of
punctuation.
of the most evil person in my personal D&D game. Generally, he's the most even god. Even his god, who is the god of murder, is like, okay.
Yes, the great and vile Colin.
He was so evil. He was made an angel for the murder god.
I think it was evil because he was called Colin.
To To be fair, it's no worse than when I have to try and actually say the doc's name in our Monday game.
But yeah, I'm Nakamoto, and I'm playing Colton Loris, the party's rogue-warlock depressed dad.
Yeah,
And last but not least,
Yeah, he's
Eliza.
basically the dad.
and I am Eliza, your DM and guide through this world of Aeraus. Now, who wants to recap what happened last time?
I nominate
Why is it
Saga.
depression?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine, personally.
We
Let's
visited
see.
a god, quite literally, and in the physical realm.
Yeah, let's see. First off, we started with I almost said Barrington. God damn it, that one short. Bartholomew came in and gave us the information of, yeah, Vincent's past friends are still around, and her, what is it, sister, half sister, metaphorical sister?
Her oldest sister is apparently a high-ranking agent in the Aji Darnik, and had some.
In general, not Aji Darnik.
All right, in general, is she's a high-ranking agent in Jinral, and had some catty opinions of her younger sister Vixen, that she's emotional, but that's something for Vixen to hash out with her sister when she sees her again for the first time in 17 years.
Then after that, Sidon and Sachiko had a bit more personal talk, or experience, I guess, as the talisman of Krynar was used to share memories with each other. Sidon
Welcome
seeing,
to the shattered realm of Sachi's brain.
yes, where these shattered remains are, some of them not even hers, I've noticed. And why is there one that's deep underwater? I thought you weren't. Meanwhile, Sachiko was experiencing a memory from Sidon's consciousness.
We call Sidon's consciousness the clotted.
Sachi likes Sidon's sister that made Sidon happy, because it made Sidon happy.
And at which point, Sidon is able to come back to their own memory and see Sachiko inside that memory. At which point, Sidon is then swapped out with another version of themselves. A female version who goes by the name Thena. Then they, end it, hearing in the background someone trying and failing to grab the Sidons angrily. And let's see, what else happened? Right. People split off. One group went to a temple of, Kiriel, to get
One
good
group-
information.
One group went to the other went to another temple.
Yes, Sidon and Darian went to the temple of Krynar to do our own things.
And Agamida and Colton stayed behind to play cards.
At which point, someone fell from a portal onto the table that they were playing cards at.
Yes.
Agamada was playing a blue eye stack.
And that is where we're going to start. Actually, we're going to rewind just a little bit. Okay. Let me bring up what I have. Darkness surrounded them, as well as the endless gnashing of noise and violence and eyes staring at them, teeth and claws and things older than any could ever see. How long had they been wandering through there? They couldn't remember. All they could remember was the last fight they had before they wound up here. As they saw a glowing light in the distance, they reached it and grabbed it, and they felt intense pain as crystals sprouted from their arms, legs, and back, and a hole tore open.
Okay.
As the hole tore open, they saw them, the last person they had had a fight with, and rushed through, falling, and landing before Colton and Agamida. And I'm going to put a picture of this person on screen for everyone.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, last session, Garbader and Colton were in the middle of playing Go Fish.
Yep.
How successfully they were playing?
I posted a picture on the screen for everyone to see.
I cannot see it.
No,
Neither can I.
One second, I put it on the wrong screen. That is my fault because I was on a different map.
Yeah, it helps.
Okay, let me just quickly place them down and make them big enough so everyone can see. Okay, come on. Sometimes Roll20 hates me.
It's most people at most times, to be honest.
It's the lizard thing.
Is it a little thing? I can't really see it.
It's up here.
I don't know why it's not. There we go. Now it's letting me resize it.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Can you push Control C and like full screen it?
Only if you have it on a character sheet, and I don't have that yet.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Does it work for any character sheets? I thought it would work for like any token.
It's not turned into a token yet. It's just an image.
Ah, okay. Well, if it's an image on the token layer, then it's a token.
Yeah, for a better view of it, it's in Liz showing things off thread.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just making it big enough so that way the viewers at home can see.
Okay.
Clarification.
We have viewers?
No,
Wait, do we have viewers?
no one watch us.
Sometimes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sometimes they do. Yeah, there is one.
That'd be you.
Is that
that I
us?
can- No,
Hello, one dude.
I mean, unless
Which is annoying because I need at least 3 people speaking in chat throughout streams to finally get to affiliate.
yeah. So whoever is Ruby Galaxy Art, go ahead and speak up.
Hi.
What's up, Ruby? Hope you're having a wonderful day today.
I imagine we just freaked them out. Oh wait, shit! They're talking about me.
This figure falls and hits the table, sending the cards flying every direction, and the spear that they're holding to tumble to the ground and roll aside. Their helmet falling off, revealing a very crocodilian-looking face.
I think Agamida's first impulse is going to bite this creature. So, I'm can I roll that attack?
Yes.
Okay. She sees it, and just like her instincts as a predator just kick in automatically and without thinking at all. She attempts to bite with her hungry jaws ability, And
That actually hit her AC.
so I hit?
Yep.
Okay.
Beats it. So your first instinct is to bite.
Yes.
Seems about right.
Mhm.
So yeah, I sink my teeth into this prey that has just fallen into the room out of nowhere. And Agamira, after realizing that this is somebody who's not like a prey item, like she immediately pulls back and readies her weapon, and so she's looking at this, whoever this is, with
Agamita, I don't think they're a threat. You were literally just chewing on them.
it's my predator's instincts told me that they could be prey. When a creature falls in front of you, it's either it's usually food.
I understand that, but the defensive stance is unnecessary for a creature you were just chewing on.
The creature that you're talking about looks around, and as soon as they see Agamita, their eyes go wide, and they rush to grab their weapon, staring directly back at Agamita and goes, "I've been looking for you."
Oh fuck! It's another one.
Are you the one who sent me the challenge?
No. Wait, don't you recognize me?
No, not as such.
You humiliated us. Humiliated me back in our village.
The village of Kerdexi. Yeah, I've humiliated many of my fellow tribespeople.
That's good.
Could you?
Want to more specific?
Yes. Could you be more specific? I'm having trouble placing your face.
My name, Erectus.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's an unfortunate name.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know, you could change that, right?
You're not there. Shut up.
We are not there. We are still running.
Agamida is doing the but for me it was a Tuesday night.
Yeah. Did I acquire a trophy from you? Was this a battle in combat, or was this simply me being the superior hunter?
Oh,
of course. Yes. In that case, yes, I do remember your face. Pick up your spear and challenge me properly.
Okay, question. Where are we right now? Just to make sure.
in your hotel room. Your hotel
Penthouse.
If you are gonna have a fight, can we please not do it in the room?
Anytime, any place, including right here.
No,
not right here. No.
As he picks up his spear, you can see that the head of the spearhead, as soon as he picks it up, transforms into a mass of tentacles.
I think I would have remembered that.
I picked this up where I've been ever since you beat me.
Okay, you've been there ever since. Interesting. And then you chose to ambush using the most dishonorable tactic for formally challenging a member of your own tribe.
didn't choose. I was trying to escape.
Well,
From where exactly?
that's a good question. Where did you escape from?
After you beat me, I went to go and find strength to build myself up.
Okay.
And I ran
Did it work?
into- I wound up in a place of terror.
Okay. So it didn't work. Because if it did work, then you wouldn't be terrified. You would have conquered anything that was intimidating you. So if you want to challenge me again, let's fight here and now.
No, not.
Colton, do not get in the way. This is a Kradexi tribe dispute.
No, not here and now. Again, please, not where we sleep.
Wait, where else would we fight? You
There are
understand?
several fields.
Fields? Fields? No.
Yes, fields. Large open spaces, lots of room for maneuvering, no sheets to stain.
What
I'm like
your
on the
name?
side of-
What was your name again?
Aracus.
Yeah, whatever. Do you want to take this outside for the benefit of my my clients, companions? I'm not sure what word to use for them yet, but for their benefit, I guess we should move this outside of this building into a field. A field. Stupid fields.
The repair bill would probably be more than we could actually afford.
Exactly.
I paid for this place for an entire goddamn.
To be fair, is this for Colton's benefit and more the rest of yours? I can't imagine you want to be sleeping on bloody sheets.
Imagine just all you coming in and seeing that.
Just a mess and a corpse just lying in the middle of the room.
Yeah,
In the corner, it wasn't me, I swear.
I had nothing to do with it. I tried to stop them. Can I ask a question? Wait, look at this spear. Does Colton recognize it at all?
Looking at this, does Colton recognize the spear?
Yeah, because he said it was like kind of weird and eldritchy.
Roll me a Arcana or History.
Got better history, so 16.
The tentacles, while not the same, do kind of remind you of your patron.
While these two are arguing, Colin tried to slip by them and try to quickly yoink the spear from them. Disarm them for a second.
You can try.
What do I roll for that? Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
18.
Let me roll their
Perception?
perception. You managed to actually get the spear out of their hand, and they're just looking around like, wait, where?
Yeah, Colin's just kind of holding it around, observing it, trying to get a closer look, looking for any other additional informational details. Hold on, I need this for a minute.
This is my fault. I'm sorry. Actus. Yes, the Colton here is one of these people I am traveling with, and like the others, he's difficult to be around sometimes. He interrupts. They all interrupt whenever I attempt.
You say that, but Didn't you lose the last battle we fought?
I don't recall. Yeah. Can you give the spear back? We do need that.
Just give me a second. Holding the spear and like observing it a bit more closely, does Colton get any additional information?
You get that it's old.
Hmm.
And being that you've been told about the Sea of Monsters before, you might have an inclination about where it's from.
Hmm. Carl just like looks at this like, wait, where is the Sea of Monsters on the continent?
It's not on a continent, it's an entire plane of existence.
Oh, right, yeah, right. Sorry, forgot. Yeah, Colton just looks at this and goes, wait, how... Okay, 2 questions. 1, how did you get to the Sea of Monsters? And 2, how did you get out of it?
I don't remember how I got there. I was wandering one day and wound up there.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
As for how I get back, the crystals on his arms and leg and back start glowing. I found a way.
And that is
Did you...
literally all the explanation that's required right now, Colton.
It depends. It depends, really. Did you ask something for help?
They took something.
They took something. What exactly did they take?
No, I took it.
From what?
A piece.
Yes, Colton, can we have the spear back now? I think that's... I would love to know more, but we have to fight first.
As he says a piece, the crystal on one of his arms glows, and his arm turns into a tendril and literally snaps the spear out of your hands.
Thank you, Actus. Now, Colton, please, no more interruptions. Yes.
Oh, this feels rough. Cole's just kind of very uncomfortable with this thing now because, just to make sure, it's implying it stole a piece of an elder being, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Colton just kind of looks at Garmin and goes, "You may want to be careful with this one."
Colton, look at my head. I've stolen a piece too. This is nothing special.
You know, I hate to say it, but she's right.
Larry, do you know anything about this?
You aren't there.
None of us are there.
Yes, just Colton and a Garmin. Apparently the worst combination.
Sure seems it.
I thought it was the governor that was the worst because I can't do anything to stop her.
No, yeah, true. But yeah, Colton's just gonna go. I guess technically, yes.
Yes. You can watch, Colton. But please.
Don't worry, I was playing.
Yes, no more interruptions.
It's a bit hot in here.
And
Don't worry, you can watch.
Agamira, leads Actus to a nearby open area outside the building. Is this like the town square or? Or
you can head to one of the parks or to a town square.
I guess whichever has more trees, maybe the park then.
Probably the park in the rich district has the most trees.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's gonna go over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's gonna go over there and Orekis, this is where we shall do battle, and I hope this is sufficient. I would have preferred to just slay you right there in the room, but I think this is at least given both of us a chance to prepare our strategies. Are you ready to fight to the death?
I've been ready.
Yeah, sure. Just go into the rich part, rich
Then
district.
let's begin.
Okay,
break
we're gonna
the-
just because we're just the two of us, we're gonna flip to see who goes first. Okay, roll
Okay.
odds or evens. I'm gonna roll what do you want, odds or evens?
I'll take evens.
You go first.
Yay! All right. Agamira is going to. She is going to immediately rage and use her Form of the Beast ability, and her claws will extend and become these murderous slashing weapons of death, and she will charge and attack twice with those claws.
Okay.
That's one.
First one hits.
And two.
Second one misses.
Okay, so 13 slashing damage.
As your second attack comes out, one of his arms moves, and the arm shifts into the shape of a it gets all these scales on it, like you'd expect to see on a Rask.
Mm-hmm.
As it just kind of blocks it.
Oh, so that's where that thing is. Good to know.
You've learned some interesting tricks.
Like, Colin doesn't say this, but I imagine he's thinking, yeah, no shit. Wow, it's almost like I warned you, but nobody listened.
And he's going to make 2 attacks. He's going to.
Neko got me with that one.
He's going to change his stance and make 2 attacks with. As he changes his stance, getting into a low position, and he's going to make 2 strikes with his spear.
Okay.
The first one misses. What's your AC again?
AC is 18.
Yeah, it misses. And the second one hits. As these tendrils break through your defenses and wrap around you, as he then spins the spear and slams you to the ground a bit before lifting you back up. And the spear releases you, and he just stares at you. And he deals 13 damage.
Oh, even distribution.
But that's before it gets damage reduction because, you're a barbarian.
Never mind.
Yes. This is fun. And Agamira will attack again, and she will, if she's using her Leviathan's Eye, which while she's raging adds 1d6 to her attack rolls. Let me see. Let me just make sure. Yeah, while Agamira rages, the eye adds 1d6 ether damage to attacks with natural weapons Plus, I gain a tail attack that can be used after I make a bite attack. If I make a bite attack. Okay. So she's going to attack with her claws again.
Okay.
So 12.
That misses. That hits.
30, 20. Just a moment.
13 again. 13 again.
Oh, wait. That was the wrong one. Sorry. Okay. That was it.
Okay. That's
14 damage. And let's see. She does have... yeah, that's it. That's it. So, yeah, she's going to slash with her claws again. And seems to be working. So she's continuing at it.
Okay. He snaps at you as your claws rake across him. And on his turn, he's going to... First, he's going to grab onto a tree with one of his tendrils and spin around the tree, landing behind you as you can see that he's now in a different fighting stance as he makes 3 swift strikes against you. Okay, one of them doesn't hit, one of them's a nat 20, and one of them is a dirty 20.
Okay.
So that's, let me roll that damage. Okay. Before damage reduction,
Oh no.
he deals 43 damage.
Oh, 43. All physical?
Yes. So with the exception of 7 of it, which is
Aetheric?
necrotic.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Hey, does anyone mind if I put some music?
36.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Gambita takes the two spear blows, pretty heavily, and her blood is staining the grass around her, and she just smiles as with her face scales all they were all black because of her rage, but they kind of like ripple with a reddish color as she kind of feels a little jolt of adrenaline from the fear that she's experiencing, and she says, "Thank you so much for giving me a challenge." And she will is Oreca still in the tree?
Yeah, after he attacked you, he used the tendril to pull himself back into the tree.
Okay. She is going to... I think she's going to climb into the tree after Orecus and see if she can grapple him.
Okay.
Okay, so athletics or acrobatics to climb?
It'd be athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Okay. 14 on the athletics.
You're able to get up in the tree.
Okay. And then I will make an attack roll or a strength? Or
the athletics to grapple.
Okay. I will try that then. Okay.
versus
that's
his
15.
athletics or acrobatics.
Mhm.
I will roll openly. Yeah, he manages to break free.
Okay. That's gonna be. I think
That's
that's
one
gonna
of
be. Yeah. I think that's gonna be it for Gamira's turn.
Let's see, what other spells does he? I use Strong Stance and Swift Stance. Ah, yes. With you in the tree beside him, he places the spear against one of his arms, and the arm that he places in front hardens as like the scales on it go up and down, creating like a shield in front of him, and he just stabs forward with the spear once.
Okay.
And as he does that, because he can't really see because of him blocking, the spear goes wide and misses.
Okay. And is that it for their turn?
Yes.
Okay. Gamira is going to. Yeah, I think she's gonna go for another pair of slashing attacks. So let's slashing it at whatever limbs that she can reach, and see if she can bleed him out. Both 12s. Neither of those are gonna get through his armor class, I don't think.
No, because the shield gave him a +3 to his armor class temporarily.
Yes. And then with her bonus action, can she jump from the tree and get some distance?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna roll an athletics check. Yeah. Okay.
You jump and land about 40 feet away from the tree.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And she'll wait for Orekas to make another attack.
Okay. On his turn, seeing you're a distance away from him, he holds his spear straight up as the tendrils curve around his arm and connect to the bottom of the spear, and he pulls the tentacles back as between his claws, 3 glowing blades appear.
Well, that's not horrifying at all.
And he sends them flying at you.
Okay.
I don't think a 16 or a 9 will hit, but the 23 will.
Yes, the 23 does hit.
Using similar parallels between certain attacks.
That's 12 damage before damage reduction. All of it except for 2 is physical.
Okay.
3 of it is necrotic. And after he does that, he jumps down off the tree and lands on the ground, glaring at you.
Okay. I think Gamira is going to try to mix things up, make things a little interesting. She's got a lotus wine in her pack, and she's just going to chug it as a potion.
Okay.
Oh no.
Roll me the lotus wine, D100.
Well, that's also a con save, right? Since
Yeah.
kill most people.
All right, I'll roll the con save and the Lotus Wine. D100, you said?
Yep.
Wild magic in a
Okay.
bottle.
And I will bring up my Lotus Wine table.
For those that
Yeah,
do not
she remembered that the Lotus Wine gave her a protective barrier the first time she had it, so
Oh,
she's
no.
hoping it
Oh, no.
gives her that again.
Oh no. For those that don't remember, Lotus
Mhm.
Wine is essentially wild magic in a bottle. For those viewers who are not keeping count.
Yeah, Lotus
It-
Wine is essentially magic and divine imbued wine.
Yeah, if
It
you
almost
fail your
killed
con save-
Vixen.
Yeah, if you fail your con save, you can most certainly die from this. If you succeed, however, which I'm fairly certain
It's the
you did,
national drink of gin roll.
so gin rolls, the wild magic of the countries.
Okay, this is an interesting one.
Is it one we've gotten before?
It's not one we've gotten before.
Oh boy. So why the hell is
Okay. For the next minute,
Mhm.
you regenerate 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns.
Mhm.
And to anybody looking at you, it looks like there's 2 additional spectral agamitas, making you say all attacks against you are made at disadvantage.
Mhm. Wonderful. As the mirror image spell, I suppose.
You're pretty much mirror image plus
That's
regeneration.
perfect for Agamida.
Yeah. So she notices the mirror images and she feels revitalized, and she smirks and says, "I too have learned some tricks," and I think that's her action. So,
Do bonus action to drink the Lotus.
oh, it's a bonus action. Okay, so
Yep.
then in that case, she's going to run to Orekus and slash him again with her form of the beast claws.
Is this cheating? This feels like cheating.
You no longer shielded up, that hits.
14.
Another 14.
Consistency of the 5e fighter. Ooh, that's not consistent.
Yeah.
Though.
Next one's a miss. One hit per, pair of claw attacks is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she slashes him.
Yeah, this feels like cheating.
Let's see.
Doing it.
Arrakis, with you being close to him, he puts both his hands on the spear at the same time and places his hands through the tendrils as the spear splits in half, going onto each arm, and the tendrils become like claws on his hands, and he's going to make 2 claw strikes against you as well.
Boy.
Granted, they're with disadvantage thanks to the Lotus.
Uh-huh.
One of them hits!
One of them does hit. Okay.
Yeah. Dealing 13 damage before damage reduction with 5 of it being necrotic.
Okay. And then at the start of Agamida's turn, she regenerates 5 HP.
Yep.
And some of her wounds close, and she let's see. Let's see, what do I... I'm trying to think if I have any other tricks up my sleeve. I think, yeah, I think she's gonna try to, grapple Aeraus again.
Okay.
Okay, so she's gonna make an athletics roll. That's a 13.
And I will make the athletics in public, because I will always do athletic rolls for this in public. 14! Just it's out of your grapple.
Alright, that's fine. Okay, so she struggles to get a grip on him with his weird tentacly, spear thing.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead, Aeraus.
He's going to make... He puts his spear back together to the first form, and he's just going to make 2 basic attacks towards you. First one misses. Second one misses. Both attacks miss.
Both attacks miss. Okay. Agamera gains another 5 hit points, and then goes for the double slash again. This time, trying to see if she can slice his neck and end this quickly. 17 maybe?
That
Not
misses.
quite. Okay. All right. She missed. Go ahead.
He takes another stance change, going back into the speed stance to make his 3 attacks against you. That one hits. That one hits. That one misses, so 2 hits.
Okay, 2 hits.
We're going to do...
This is the tale of the...
30 with 5 of it being necrotic, so 25 physical, 5 necrotic.
Okay. That is...
This is the...
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Agamera takes the 2 spear hits, and she's not feeling that great. She's got 17 hit points left, and she's kind of running low on options. So I think she is going to go for a reckless attack.
Okay.
So she can, she can gain advantage on her melee rolls, but attack rolls on her next turn will have advantage, which I imagine with them.
Normally, because they already have disadvantage.
Yeah, because of the mirror image. Okay. All right. So slashing attack with advantage, reckless attack.
That's a crit.
Ooh, that is a crit.
That's a double.
That's double max damage.
I feel we need to just focus on the fact that both D20 rolls were a crit.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt, but I felt we just needed to highlight that.
Just needed to acknowledge it.
Oh,
Alright.
that's a rate max damage on each.
Let me get that was the slashing and the aether damage for normal attack. I need another 1d6 for the
we double the maximum
for the extra crit.
Double that. That's 34 damage that you just dealt to him.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So instead of
looking good. And that was just your first attack.
That would be a total of 45, considering there was another d6 that needed to be added.
Right.
Okay, so it doubles everything.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so that, 34 damage total. And second attack with a normal, it's a normal roll. It's 12. So she manages to find a way to his neck on the first attack and gets sprayed with his blood. And...
You do realize that if you use reckless attacks, all your attacks that round that you do recklessly.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
I thought it was just the first attack. Never
Nope.
mind. I will roll again on the second. Okay,
That hit.
30, 20. That does hit. And regular damage. Okay, that's 7.
That is enough to actually put him down. He is at literally 0.
Excellent.
And he falls to the ground, and you can see the crystals on him softly glowing.
Okay. And I imagine a small crowd has probably gathered by this point.
Yeah.
And what is their reaction?
Well, several of them are the rich crime lords that live there that are like, the hell are you doing here?
Winning.
Providing free entertainment.
The rest of
You
them,
are here.
those who don't really care about their property being trod upon, because they're not assholes who view the public park as their property, are kind of cheering on the fight.
Okay. Agamida, walks up to Aeraus, and she considers her choice of prize here, and she looks at the crystals on his body, and says, "Aeraus, these crystals, if I take one, will it kill you?"
No.
Very well. Then this will be my prize. And she takes one off of his arm and just like cuts it off with her claws.
Mm-hmm.
And then she puts it in her pack so that she can attach it to her like jewelry later.
I promise I will return, and I'll beat you next time.
You've already fought me twice and lost twice. But I look forward to a third and a fourth and a fifth, and when you defeat me, I will thank you for teaching me the limits of what I could achieve, Aeraus. Do you want any assistance to recover, or will you be fine on your own?
I'll be fine in time. I've survived worse when I was.
Then I will at least just help you up. And she reaches for Aeraus's arm.
He'll take your arm and let you help him up.
Yes. Thank you, Aeraus.
Thank you as well for reminding me that I still have much further to go. Now, one question. Do you know where I can get a lozenge? My throat is killing me.
I have no earthly idea where you can get a lozenge in this city. I just arrived here a day or so ago. So, but you can ask the tavern keeper or one of these smooth skins about. I'm sure that each of them must have a pocket full of lozenges. They're weird and odd people.
Because in case you haven't realized, I'm not doing the growly voice because that's how he normally sounds. His throat is just like torn up because of monsters.
There's normal water in there.
There's no water in the Sea of Monsters. No.
Ironic considering its name.
Indeed.
Yeah, you have to drink monster juice.
Technically, yes.
All right. Agamida is bleeding and exhausted. So she is going to retire back to, go back to the inn and get cleaned up and rest.
As
Heal.
the two of you head back to the inn, you arrive at shortly around the same time that the others are starting to arrive back.
You sure you're okay? You don't need any water or anything, Darian?
Actually, actually, a little bit. I know I didn't use Long Strider on the way back, but
Hi. Waves like you do as we all get back.
And as you all are gathering in the tavern, you see a bloody and battered Agamida and Colt and a perfectly normal Colton back in.
Do I need to fill out some more paperwork for this?
I mean, I'm assuming not.
This town has no rule book, so there will be no paperwork.
Technically, the crime lord at the top writes the rules.
Well, he hasn't given me the book, so.
Not this again. Okay, what's the damages? What happened?
Well, no.
So I'm just gonna go check the room for damages.
The table might be broken.
The table is broken. Yes, the table is broken.
But I defeated him in the end, so it is all well and good.
We can't. I just look at Colton. But you're an adult. What?
Yes.
We left an adult.
Which is why I got them to, instead of fighting in the room, to fight outside.
Oh, wait, in the room? Okay, what happened in the room then?
Lizard came crashing through the ceiling. Giants got me to violence. Violence ensued.
Delicious violence.
Can I leave any of you alone without something happening?
No.
With our track record, no.
No, definitely
By the
not.
way, Darian, are you?
Sachi did say that in character.
Sorry, what did you just say?
Darian, are your senses still open on checking, seeing for planar things?
Let me check how long it lasts for.
I can't imagine it lasts for more than a minute.
I know I detected the portal. Over here. Let me check how long it lasts for. As I use the terrible Roll20 app.
So how did someone crash through a ceiling? Isn't the whole place like made of stone?
Feats and traits. Here we go. Detect portal. No, it's kind of like a scan pulse.
Okay.
Just kind of use it in the moment.
Okay.
So how did someone crash through the ceiling? Isn't like this whole place, this whole city made from one singular part of a mountain?
Actually, this kind of makes sense.
Why?
I did detect a portal opening in this direction.
Sachi looks to find the hole in the ceiling.
You don't see any holes in the ceiling.
Yeah, that's where the portal was, wasn't it? Did teleport in here?
It was a portal, yes. It was a member of my village. They, it, as often happens, I defeated them long ago. They went on a journey to become more powerful than me, to best me in combat. They got lost, wound up in the sea of monsters. I do not know what that is, by the way.
Do any of us know that?
Colton does.
Sachi
it's a
might.
dimensional
Give me a sec. I
barrier.
have to roll some stuff. Would that be history or
Arcana.
Uh-huh.
Arcana for anyone who wants to know.
Anyone who wants to know other than Colton. Colton has a unique thing for history with it.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Natural
like, I was probably going to roll history for that.
I got a natural 20 on that.
The me is good with not knowing.
You know, roll them.
Sachi has no clue?
I don't know when I read up on all of this. But I know it.
The Sea of Monsters was where the things that are older than gods are from.
Do you know about that, Larry? Me ask.
It's like a primordial chaos.
And this person survived it. This dimension.
How?
Exactly, how?
They look different than how members of my tribe usually look. They had these crystals, and she pulls out the crystal, that she took from Orekus. Orekus had these crystals,
Does
lodged in his body at various places. This
that
one's mine, by
feel-
the way.
Can I just look at it? I'll give you it back.
As long as you give it back, fine.
Give it back.
Yes.
I was about to say, I was going to examine that.
Is
It's a planar crystal.
Uh-huh.
So not only. That's
okay? Agamader.
Yes.
I just want to say, I will give this back to you, but I want to tell you what this is before I give it back to you.
Okay.
You know when we went to find Mr. Motherfucking Patient Zero?
Yes.
Yes. And I used that big crystal thing to bring us back?
Yes.
This is one of them.
Okay.
Now, I understand you won it.
Yes, I will wear it.
You know how one of your big things is like a strong tribe?
Yes.
Yes. We are your tribe, right?
Technically.
Okay. You know how I have all these. You know how I have these weird powers that can like work these crystals?
I'm not following.
I can use this crystal.
To do what?
To teleport.
To teleport.
Oh, can
As he
I?
points-
But I
as
can
he
still
points
keep
to
it.
Simon.
Does it consume the crystal? Because that I'm
not going to use it because I need to figure that out. But I can't figure it out unless I can study it for a little.
If it'll make you feel any better, I'll watch over him to make sure he doesn't break it.
Thank you. But it was a very good fight, so I really would like you to return that as quickly as possible, so I can wear it and display the proof of my victory to all who may gaze upon my form. It is very important.
Yes. Exactly. Where is this person?
I don't know, and I don't care.
I would have really liked to examine that person to see if there was any more adverse effects that weren't physically shown.
They're probably going back to the Sea of Monsters to go get stronger. It's not really none of anybody's business, but his.
I want to see how that fight went and see what kind of powers he exhibited through this necklace.
Hi.
But right now,
Hi.
Yeah, let's just.
Hi.
No, I
Can I ask
You're
something?
telling me? No, it's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yes, that's fine to let someone who can just walk into a. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go study the crystal now.
Can I quickly ask Larry about this while Darian has a mental breakdown? I think Larry may know stuff about it.
You had someone We could just casually open a portal. That's fine.
Larry,
I am being a better person. I am being a better person.
Larry, do you know
That's
anything about
fine.
this?
Sanji just shrugs her shoulders, trying to figure out what needs to be done.
I poke
The
my
Sea of Monsters. I think I need to find Larry's voice again. The Sea of Monsters is where our father comes from.
Sorry, the who?
Our father, the father of the three.
Sorry, just a minute, who's talking about?
Larry.
Larry.
The lizard?
That weird Leviathan
The Eldritch
thing.
Abomination in
Oh, the Eldritch Abomination, sorry.
Demeter's Shadow.
Sorry, the voice is very similar to the lizard.
Yeah. Larry's
Sorry.
voice is very similar to the lizard. I did that on purpose.
Oh, I hate you. Alright, continue.
It is where our father's is from.
Do you need a lozenge as well?
I'm already fucking on one.
Okay, Darian, think about this. This is a raw crystal, not something purified. This is raw, meaning we could probably use this to find a way to make travel to the Sea of Monsters reality.
Yeah, I'll focus on that. I'll focus on that bit.
Larry, who's
Okay, here's the
Larry,
thing, though.
who's your dad?
Why would you ever want to go there?
I don't want to go there. It's the fact someone can.
Focused on whether they could, not the fact that they should.
And it's also the fact that they seem to have just casually been able to do it.
It did not seem casual to me. It was definitely something that they tried very hard to do.
Okay, that's different, but still the fact they're able to do it.
I do not see exactly
Planar
Why-
travel is not
why-
exactly easy or simple. Because someone can just will a portal into existence is extraordinary.
Okay, take
Okay.
this into consideration. I need one of these, as he points to the crystal, to even try to do it.
okay.
It's like,
It's
for example, most everyone can lift something with general ease. Like, for example, a 5 pound, something that weighs about 5 pounds.
Samir lifts up Sidon
some-
with one hand.
Yeah, for someone to do this with one hand is already pretty impressive. For someone to carve an entire mountainside into a city with just their hands, mind you, is a feat that would put you close to God.
and I defeated them in combat. So what does that say about me?
Oh, why did you... Oh, this is going to get to your head.
Yes, it is.
And yet you still haven't beaten me.
Yes.
So let's
It's
see,
been a while since that fight, so maybe we should do it again sometime, Colton.
Look, if it happens, please allow me to, biologically study them to see what adverse effects that the Sea of Monsters had on them.
If we see them again, yeah, they were very heavily injured, so they're probably still in town. If you want to go look for them, that's fine with me, but I will be resting and recuperating here for the time being.
Oh, I've got stuff to do as well, as they hold up a book, most likely with a clock face on the front of it. Well,
Also, we met a god.
oh, you too?
Yeah, Sachi.
Vixen, yes.
We met Sachi's
Yes.
sister.
And Vixen is like, through this whole like interaction that everyone's been having, Vixen has been just unfazed, like beaming this whole time. She is just delighted that she met the god that she worships. She's like, yeah, we we met Kiriel.
So I'm going to assume that how she looks like is how Darian would look like if he met Cryonar.
The impression that I get of Cryonar's whole vibe, I don't know the kind of relationship that Dorian has to Cryonar, but certainly for Vixen, someone who, even though she's not a bard, that she's not intimately like involved in the art still, that she loves playing her instrument and that she loves music. Just that she met Kiriel, a god of art and joy and mirth. It was the height of her day, at the very least.
I guess they meant more.
But definitely not a bard.
But she's not a bard.
I guess they meant more like for a religious person to worship this god for so long and then actually meet their god is like...
Literally appeared before her, Sachi and Demeter.
Is Simon saying any of this having an effect on how Darian is?
By the way, because this was mentioned, I'm going to just show that I haven't put everything. I'm not going to make everything visible at this one currently because none of you follow this deity. But you just learned about one of the other gods.
Theovan.
Which was?
Tyavan, the first prime.
First prime. I hope you know that I am.
We have to get a dress.
Myself heavily.
What?
I'm playing on the words that you said the first prom.
Okay, I screwed up saying words because I was trying to say prime and I accidentally said prom.
I'm still gonna crack a joke. It's me.
I was going to crack a different joke, but I am holding a lot of restraint because it is a joke about a property.
So what are we doing now? We did the temple things. What else have we got to do?
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm feeling inspired, and she kind of like puts her hands together, and Vixen like puts her hands together, and again, she is glowing. I don't know about the rest of you, but I have a place to be, and she kind of points towards like the stage area that's like in the tavern. So I'm going to go upstairs to get changed. And she kind of gets a little more serious and looks at Dorian. Could we talk for a minute?
Sure. If you want, Darian, I can begin research on this.
In the meantime, Sachi's gonna help start setting up the stage because she agreed to perform with you earlier.
Same with Demeter.
I guess I'll start reading this book on Horzangos.
Yes.
Because I don't have a source of blood that is the same as the tiefling blood that is now dried up dust. I'm never going to get this thing finished, am I?
No.
The work keeps piling up and I'm getting buried in it.
You remember that experiment I started back at the thing?
Don't remind
I've
me.
given up on that. Yeah, I've given up on that.
Ooh, Sidon, I know.
At least for now.
I know, instead of reading, why don't you put on a pretty dress to come perform with us on the stage? Have some fun.
I'm not reading. Where do you think I'm going?
I am not a...
I said Sidon.
I'm not a performer. I am not a performer. Far from.
I don't.
I
I
am
think
no performer.
none of us are performers, but Vixen. But it's still going to be fun. Drag.
Wait, no, please. No, I don't dance. I don't play
I have a
instruments.
cat.
You've got the wrong kobold. You want my sister.
Sidon has been conscripted into the performance for funsies.
She was
Please,
nice.
no. Also, I'm pretty sure this code would mean I'm cheating technically.
You want to just talk?
So as a lot of you start getting ready for the performance tonight, and Agamida goes to get cleaned up from being covered in blood.
Demi is getting signed into a cute little dress and makeup like the way Sachi described in Dream Palace.
I'm going to try to insight that. Or what would I roll to see if I have an idea of what they're actually trying to do and where they got that idea from?
That could be an insight, yeah.
Against what?
It would be basically just against either Sachi or Demeter's, because if Demeter's one doing it, so it'd be Demeter's wisdom.
Let's see.
Stat.
Gonna have to roll pretty well then.
Okay, you're.
Well, that
As
happened.
soon as I see the materials. Sachi, what did you tell them?
Honestly, I can't remember. It's been a while, and my attention deficit disorder is kind of preventing me from remembering what we did last night.
You told Demeter about meeting a femme version of Sidon inside of Sidon's mind.
At
Okay,
this point,
she'll literally just tell you exactly what she said.
Sidon looks. For once, Sidon's scale color is that charcoal black. It's pretty fucking pale.
So she cocked her head to the side. Was that bad?
It's just for some fun. Me and a few kids. Me and a few other kids used to do it all the time.
This was back when I was a kid too. This made I was expecting this to happen.
So while Sidon gets the makeover, we can cut to Darian and Vixen's chat.
Yep.
Sacho keeps setting up the stage for the performance.
So I feel like this is definitely a conversation that Vixen wants to have, like alone, like in the penthouse, that just to ensure that there's like privacy.
You and Darian go to a lone area in the penthouse, away from where the bath is, where Agamida is bathing. Get rid of all the blood. That bath is going to be cleaned after today.
Probably the tip for the housekeeping people after the mess that Agamida is definitely going to make in the bath.
Oh yes, it's gonna be pretty bad.
The plumbing will never be the same.
Okay, well, Vixen kind of just puts her instrument like off to the side on a table and like pulls up a chair and sits down and
folks, I gotta admit, I talked.
So Dorian, obviously these last few days have been a lot for me, and I I did want to just say that I want to apologize for what I did after the incident. I'm not going to apologize for how I felt in the moment. I was scared that something worse was going to happen. Some terrible conflagration that could have been avoided, that could be avoided if cooler heads prevailed. But I am sorry that I'm sorry for punching you in the face and for attacking you in that way. And I'd like to think that I'm more disciplined than that. But I recognize that I maybe could have handled that better, and I'm sorry.
Okay. Listen to me, and listen to me well. Fuck that shit. Don't apologize, Vixen. Let's be honest. You probably did the right thing. Everything I did before that point just gave you every piece of evidence you needed to know to think I was going to try and wiggle my way out of it. Okay? There was literally no reason for you to think I wasn't going to try and do that. So don't disrespect yourself. Don't disrespect me by apologizing for that action. Why are you actually apologizing for it?
So the entire time that Darren was talking, Vixen was making firm, attentive eye contact. But right when he asked that question, Vixen just kind of like leans forward, hands. Like she leans forward, looks down at her hands, and just says, I mean, ever since I was a kid, for a long time, I thought that my life was going to be one filled with music and entertaining, but that didn't pan out, and my life became one of discipline, training, and control, and not being a burden, being in control of myself, and not, I mean, sure, Dorian, you have your crossbow, and Agamida has her glaive, but these, and as she says that, she holds her hands up. These are weapons. Dorian, I can't sheath these. These can't be taken from me easily. And because of everything, because of all the training that I have, I have a responsibility to not abuse all of that. And and I feel like that's what I did. That I betrayed my training, and that I had betrayed your trust. I hear what you're saying. That I hear what you're saying. That
Vixen. If you saw a criminal, someone who you knew was a criminal, someone who you knew shoplifted, and you saw them start to grab something and move towards the door, what would you do? What would you do?
I suppose I would. I suppose
Stop them,
I
wouldn't
would
you?
grab their. Yes, or alert the guards, or something. But
you'd stop them. You'd stop them because, like, it's a small shop. The shoplifter could run before. Yeah, you'd stop them, wouldn't you?
But Dorian, that's not what I did to you.
No,
I did.
No, Vixen. You had every reason to think that I was going to try and avoid punishment. You're not a fault. And is Vixen's instrument around somewhere?
It's on a table in the room with us. Yes.
I walk over to the instrument. What instrument is it?
It's a kokyu. It's like a kind of like a violin like instrument with a bow.
Grabs it. Shoves it into their hands.
She takes it, of course.
So are your hands still weapons? Or are they instruments to play music right now?
I know this. I know that my hands are just weapons.
What are they? In this exact moment.
My hands are tools.
And an axe. What's the purpose of an axe?
An axe can do many things.
Yeah, it can chop wood, or it can be used to hurt something. Your hands aren't just tools. As he walks over to, we've still got.
Did you just completely cut out for anyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hello.
Can you?
Hello, can you hear us?
We can hear you.
Yeah, no,
I don't think you can hear us, though. Okay.
Hello. Sorry. Can I continue? Sorry. What was the last thing you heard?
Okay, can you hear us now?
Not much.
You were about to ask him. It was after the kokyu.
All right. So did you hear my whole thing about an axe?
Yeah.
The last thing that we heard you say was asking Eliza, "Do we have any?" And then you cut out.
Yeah. Sorry, Eliza. Is the table still broken in this room?
Yeah, the table is still very broken.
Okay, I walk over to the table. I want to apply Dimensional Warrior to it, and I want to punch the table.
You punch the table.
Yeah, which triggers Dimensional Warrior, which is 1d8 force damage. We don't have to roll for it, but we can just say that force damage is applied to it.
And the table breaks further.
I can do that with my hands. That Agomeda, the fucking lunatic. Do you want to know what she can do with her fucking hands? I've seen what she can do with her fucking hands. I fought against her.
Slave area.
No, I don't know about Colton because Jesus, I don't know what he's fully capable of. But I'm assuming he can do something fucking powerful with his fucking hands. And I guess Demeter can do stuff with her hands. I guess. So just stop putting yourself under this much fucking pressure, man. Forgive yourself.
And you see like a tear just like starting to like roll down her cheek, and she just like wipes it away. Okay, well, so are we okay?
We weren't ever not okay. I said to Colt when we had that argument by the inn, Colton asked me what my issue was, and I told him I have no actual issue with you. Everything I felt towards you was irrational. And I told him that. And I said it's just time. And he's had his book, the religious book on like it just like underneath his arm for the whole time. And like he's just kind of now he's squeezing it a bit close, and I've had the time. So hug?
Yep, Vixen like holding her Kokyu in one hand, just like gets up and gives Darian a big hug.
There.
Oh, this is nice.
And this is why I love Darian's character.
Can I give you some advice that I got that I read very fucking recently?
Sure.
Journey before destination. The journey is the most important part of your life. We all will end up in the same place. So, what is important in life is the journey. So enjoy it.
Well, on that note, and then she looks at Dorian with a big smile. Would you like to come to my show?
Sounds like an excellent journey.
Excellent. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get changed.
Yeah, I have to get a Cobalt drunk.
Speaking of
which, as he's walking out, he goes, "Don't worry, we won't touch Lotus."
Speaking of which, come back. It's to a kobold in a very frilly pink dress, a gigantic bow framing their ear frills, a lot of makeup.
A very confused Sachi setting up the stage for the performance.
Very much Japanese idol look for Sidon right now.
I will say the collar around their neck is probably short-circuiting because it's not getting concise input. Okay. How do I'm not used to this.
Just have fun. That's what this is about.
Need hug?
I can really use a hug right now, yes.
Sachi hugs Sidon with much affection.
There was a slight high pitched squeak, like constant squeak, emanating from Sidon. Not from the collar, but Sidon themselves.
You have the two new big sisters are hugging you.
Can I just quickly say the fact that like fucking
Dorian actually took the advice.
oh yeah, I've looked at the device, but the fact that Frio's almost accidentally said Colton because he's so used to Colton needing a hug.
Who said? Sorry, who almost said Colton?
Sachiko.
Yeah. I'm so used to Colton being the one who needs a hug.
No, it's not pretty funny.
There's probably so much body glitter on Sidon right now.
Yep. I said full
No, Sachi's sparkly too.
and Amiya.
Okay, so it was a joint conclusion that body glitter needed to be used. From democracy was made. It was a 2-1 vote.
No, Sachi had no part in this. She was setting up the stage the entire time. She just came back to this. Sachi literally just came back to this.
She came back to Sidon needing a hug.
Yeah, at this point, I'm pretty sure they're right in the middle of everyone right now. Probably pushed there by Demeter. Just like
While being hugged warmly by Sachi to try and help you feel better.
Look, Vixen's the one that's primarily performing. We'll just be in the back, humming and doing little dances. It'll be fun.
I don't think I carry a rhythm that much. And saying it again, this collar pretty much allows me to mimic voices, do anything I want with vocal range. It's very much cheating.
It's for fun.
Sachi pats your head soothingly.
As you're doing that, Bartholomew walks in, sees the three of you go, and goes, "You three girls look very beautiful."
Thank you. We're waiting for Vixen to be ready.
The makeup is probably hiding quite a bit of blush right now, but the majority of Sidon scales are bright red. Or actually, technically, considering their blood is no longer just red; it's green, orange, like a weird gold. Yeah, blush would be weird on them.
Indeed.
Given that one of Demeter's mums is Dragonkin, Demeter probably has experience putting makeup on scaly people.
Yeah, oh, that's not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking more synthetic god blood.
Could we make makeup out of synthetic god blood?
Don't. I can guarantee you a god will be mad, so don't.
Sachi's just slightly, carrying, not carrying, pulling Sidon away. Like, you're not gonna steal this one's blood to make makeup kind of motion.
I'm not the.
It has to take a call.
I'm not a scientist. I don't know how to do that.
What have I missed? Sorry, quick update.
Demeter casually mentioned trying to turn Sidon's blood into makeup, and now she's trying to pull him away.
Not Sidon's blood.
Synthetic god.
Synthetic god blood.
So, who's in the room right now in this conversation?
The three of them, Bartholomew, and I believe Colton.
And
Colton is just like.
And Sidon shows up like a Japanese idol.
Yeah, I would say the second you mention using the artificial gold blood to make makeup, he goes, no, never.
Okay.
Also, blood stains easily.
That is not the issue.
I understand, but still.
I was just wondering. My brain thinks that. Look, my mum's a fashion designer. Part of me is always like, what can make good accessories?
Don't even think about it.
Can we get on with the performance, please? I just want to get this over with.
Well, waiting for Vixen to get dressed.
And it's probably around now when Vixen comes down and enters the performance area, and she's wearing something none of you have ever seen her in before. It is certainly the most elaborate you've ever seen Vixen dressed in any of your time traveling with her. She's wearing an elaborately adorned kimono. The top of it is adorned with cherry blossoms, with a single hibiscus over her heart, with pink and purple trim along the sleeves, along the edge of the collar, and the skirt is a mix of like green, pink, and purple. And she just like has her hair like just neatly tied back.
Waves to you.
Did you hear the comments about making makeup from god blood?
I don't think so. No, she didn't. Like she's like just walking in right now.
Wow, you look amazing.
Perfect.
Demeter says.
Thank
you.
You
Look quite good.
Hi.
And then Vic. Oh, Demeter, you look very pretty.
Me and Sunny going to be backup support for your performance, as what we said, with Sachi as well.
And then, after saying that Demeter looked pretty, looks over at Sidon. Sidon, you look fantastic with that makeup. And gives Sidon a big smile.
I don't know if that could have been picked up.
It did.
Okay, good.
So getting herself into position, Vixen takes center stage and sits on her knees, positions her kokyu on her lap, neck upright, has the bow in position, looks around. So, are we all ready?
Nods. I assume.
You hear a wolf whistle come from Dorian.
Indeed.
I assume Sidon, Demeter, and Sachiko pretty much essentially are all just giving Vixen the help action.
Pretty much.
Give me a moment. Yeah, no, Sidon is trying their best to hide behind anyone as much as possible.
I think Sachi might be big enough to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Sidon's tall enough.
Depends how big and frilly is the skirt.
Pretty big and frilly. Again, we have the swing of Japanese culture right here. We have very traditional with Vixen, who's the center stage and where most of the spotlight is. Then the other one we have modern idols with Demeter and Sidon.
And then you have the half ninja, half kimono of Sachi.
Well, again,
so for this,
but it's fully set up that Vixen's performance is the center because it's her moment.
Sachi's in the back helping Sidon hide.
Now, even though this is sort of essentially like Vixen's moment to perform, still she's going to be playing a lot more like not essentially playing popular music, like things that that Sidon, Demeter, and Sachi would have a good chance of like knowing some or maybe even all the words to, so that they could sing along. That's what I wanted to start playing first.
Sachi mostly knows Enka.
So, do you want to roll, or do you want to just keep RPing this?
I'm done with both.
I will ask for first, Vixen. This is just to get the baseline of how well the performance goes for the audience.
Okay.
Vixen, you get to roll with advantage and a plus 10 because you have 3 people helping you.
Super advantage.
Okay. Okay, so then that's a 26.
Yep. Yeah, it's going incredibly over with the crowd.
I would admit the one song that I'm imagining in my head is playing is that one song from Pokemon Gen 6's Bridgetown. Or, sorry, Gen 5's Bridgetown. If anyone doesn't know it, I recommend looking it up. It is a beautiful song.
Also, add a +3 to that.
That's a 29.
I don't think Sidon can add anything to this. They're terrified.
Sachi's doing her best to help cover Sidon so that Sidon doesn't have to stand out.
Demia's already done her teasing and trying to coach Sidon to realize shit. She's not gonna, push any more than she needs to. So if Sidon wants to hide, Demia's not gonna do anything more extreme. Demia's not an asshole.
Okay, so this isn't going
Yeah,
to
dude is a real nice bloke.
Now that we know the performance is going to be amazing, you can roleplay this however you want.
So Vixen is she is not moving. She is planted right where she is, just in her formal kimono, kneeling Kokyu in the perfect position, just focusing on providing the best performance possible, just being on point, hitting every single note to give everyone else on stage with her to give them all the instrumentation that can support their performance. And she's just going to keep going like from one like popular song to another, just again focusing on things that, at least for now, focusing on things that she is reasonably sure that everyone else on stage with her will know and can sing along. And whenever it's appropriate, she'll sort of call out into the audience for people to chime in and sing along, trying to encourage like some amount of call and response. But for the most part, she's really focusing on being the instrumentation supporting the music.
Demia mostly just it's like she's not a trained dancer, so her dancing is a lot more, very homegrown in her dress. It's nice, but, nothing amazing. And Demia sings, but she really only raises the octave of her voice during chorus, where there's meant to be more, people a part of the songs. But for the most part, again, is doing her best, but also definitely, is trying to make it so it, this is Vixen's moment as the lead.
Sachi's causing a few effects here and there to, like, highlight Vixen from behind.
Joey's keeping Agomeda under control.
And Sachi's also performing, like, small dances or light singing to help accompany Vixen's performance while simultaneously basically keeping Sidon out of the public eye, kind of like a child clinging to her leg.
That's a very apt description.
What is Sidon doing during this? Because Sidon can sing well with the collar.
Yeah, but they are the stage performer. That's their sister. And with that wisdom, I don't think they're wanting to sing. They just want to hide and just hide away from the world, essentially. But at this point, they're on the stage, and as much as they want to get off the stage, attention will be drawn if they try to.
That's why I gave the comparison of hiding, basically like a child hiding behind Sachi.
Yeah, they're basically trying to hide as much as they can, which I imagine is very difficult.
It's also probably really adorable to the people watching.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that they're stunted in their height. So they really do look like a child. This looks like an episode of Toddlers and Tiaras, essentially.
I'm gonna roll something really quickly.
Oh no.
Are we gonna?
Can't you just let something happen?
So, question. Has Sidon mentioned a lot that their sister is a performer?
They haven't mentioned it before at least once.
Okay.
Don't know how much they mentioned it and who was there, because I don't remember who was there when they was mentioned.
Yeah, I don't remember much from that either. All I know is that, that they have plenty of siblings, one of which is a performer. And probably could have gathered from other contexts that someone said, that recounted, I should say, that was the person that was also into really into the fashion and makeup scene.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one that Sachi likes because in Sidon's memories, that one made Sidon look actually happy.
And you saying that to the meter is why the meter decided this was a good idea.
Because if Sidon wasn't going to do it, well, if no one else stepped in, no one was going to do it.
The makeover will continue until morale improves.
They will do their best to try and sing, like, backup vocals, I guess. Or at least try humming along with it.
Okay.
Sachi will pat your head comfortingly to hopefully help the embarrassment pass a little bit easier.
Performance? Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're just hiding silently behind Sachi.
Yeah, they try and walk out from behind Sachi. Look at all the eyes that are on them. Slowly hides again. They tried. They really tried.
They did.
That's a 3, though, and they have no bonuses to charisma. Oh, poor Simon. Yes, hide me, please.
By the way, the voice you heard sounded like your own.
I can only admit if that was self-confidence. Okay, good. If that was another side, I have a feeling that very, very far back. There you are! There you are!
Is it okay if Dorian has a quick look around the inn? It's a bit of a nice eye.
You can do that.
Because we are in a in a criminal town.
Yeah.
Roll.
Hopefully us performing it isn't
16.
union contracts.
16, which is a bad roll for me.
And what are you trying to see?
Oh, I'm just doing just a quick sweep of the inn.
You see several people wearing various things that show that they're with different affiliations of different crime families.
A lot of pinstripe suits, I'm imagining.
You see some people in pinstripe suits, yes. You also see one really, really tall guy in armor.
Okay. Can I now insight the room?
Sure.
And before you say I don't mean the room, I mean the people in
I know,
the
you're
room.
trying to read the people in the room. I understand that.
It's like, are they here for the music? Are they here for the food? Or are they here for us for some reason?
22.
Some are here for the music. Some are here for just drinks. You can see that a few people keep on glancing up at the stage and then conversing amongst themselves, and you can only assume that they're talking about the performers. And the person, the tall person in the armor is keeping an eye on two people in particular.
Who are they?
They're keeping their eyes on Sachiko and Vixen.
Okay. Can I insight him? Can I insight him specifically now?
You can try, yes. You can try.
Good luck.
All you take is keeping a very close eye on Sachiko and Vixen.
Roll 20.
Nat 1.
Roll 20. I said
Nat 1.
good luck.
Nat
Where's
1.
good luck here, roll 20?
I'm good at this as well. This is one of the things I'm good at.
Let me suppose me.
Yeah, I know that pain. Trust me, I do.
Sachi would normally be scanning the audience as well, but she's focusing all of her attention on hiding sight right now.
Hold on. Isn't there a thing with hero points that lets you re-roll?
Yes.
That's inspiration.
No, you did the hero points thing, didn't you, Eliza?
Yes, I did.
Oh, wait.
How many points is to re-roll?
It is 1 point to re-roll a skill check.
I'd like to spend a hero point.
Okay, then. Remove one of your hero points.
What's the calculation?
You get one at you got one at the beginning of the game. You got one at the end of each arc, which means there's 2 plus more there, and you get one for every single time your character reaches a character point, which I've given you your character 3 of them, so you have a grand total of 6.
Thank you for telling me, because you never gave this information.
Oh shit, we're going to take those off the GM stuff and put them invisible on your sheets. I'll do that later.
I have
Aren't
8
you
hero
happy
points.
I remembered the hero point system?
I have 7.
Sorry, wait, what?
Oh!
You can't make that shit up.
It clearly wasn't meant to
Okay.
be. It clearly wasn't meant to be.
I just want to see. Don't count this roll.
Please do. Please do.
I would say Colin is in the crowd as well, so.
Okay, nat 1. That's 2 nat 1s. Okay, you know what? Dorian is perfectly relaxed. He's ordered, I don't know, a fucking Pims. He's ordered a Pims. He's got his feet up.
No, not the Pims.
He's got Pims, yeah. He's
He's done for, man. He is fully out.
His crossbow is like out of reach of him. Like he's completely disarmed. He's unbuck. He's taken off. What armor does Dorian wear? Yeah.
Oh my god!
The player is doing this. Is it in combat my AC? What armor do I wear?
Let me check your character sheet. You could not make up that using a hero point to get a nat 1.
What armor am I wearing?
I think you have studded leather, but I'm double checking.
Studded leather. He's unbuckled his leather jacket. He's unarmed now. He's just like reading a book while listening to the music, sniffing on the pins. He is completely not ready for combat whatsoever.
Oh, you cannot make up two nat ones like
We
that.
just went all out
Really
chill
can't.
mode.
Chill mode. I don't know. He's reading the book he got.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help but laugh when that happened.
But like, what if we just add the two rolls together and make it a 14?
Let's continue the
Let's
scene.
continue, people.
Okay.
Continue the scene.
Oh, it's so funny.
I am saving this. This is a beautiful session so far.
Yeah.
Let's continue this.
Straight.
Let's keep
Let's
it
see
going.
what-
Let's keep going.
Yeah. So I think
Okay.
Vixen's going to continue just again playing a lot of just again popular songs. Just that because she doesn't want as much as she could just make the whole set about all music that only she knows. She also wants to ensure that Sachi, Demeter, and as insecure as they feel about it, even Sidon are able to participate as much as they want. However, she is going to close out the set with a song that the rest of them definitely don't know. So I'm guessing that Eliza, you're going to want me to make a separate performance check for that song.
When you reach the final song of the set, make me another performance check.
Okay. $18.
Oh,
I'm getting the final
man,
one.
come and bring us sugar and tea and rum.
I'm giving the final
Is it still
song.
an advantage because we are still helping her?
Well, actually, before she starts that song, she's going to say, "Thank you, everyone." And now, this is perhaps a song that many of you are less familiar with. So I would like to, but before I begin, can we just have a round of applause for the people that have been performing alongside of me, and then just like wait a few moments for the crowd to give them an applause and giving.
You just hearing drunk Dorian. He's like 4 pims in at this point. Woo! You're fucking right.
And
Love
Dorian will not be able to shoot straight. Dorian will not be able to shoot straight.
I mean, is there anyone in this room who does?
Technically, I'm a zigzag.
I don't think I have a bow.
What? How else would you describe by?
If I shot straight, do you think I'd actually be able to hit anything?
Maybe guns tend to shoot pretty straight.
Yeah, I know exactly. That's why I can't hit shit.
And then after the applause begins to subside, Vixen then says, "And now at this point, I would encourage my fellow performers to join the audience, as this last song is one that's close to my heart, and I think it's best if I do this one all on my own." And
Sachi will lead Sidon away like a mother, like leading away their kid to like a corner table, so Siden's like completely out of the public's eye now.
Yeah, no, hiding. Completely hiding.
Can I use my athletics to do a backflip off the stage?
Yes, you can.
That one we've already got two. What's a third? Damn it.
Can I use
We basically got Sachi acting like Siden's mother.
Can I use one of my? Can I use one of my hero points to reroll?
Yes, you can.
They are a finite resource.
That is true.
It was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
You do a much better backflip.
I backflip.
Rather good one, actually.
And then after everyone's like seated and comfortable, Vixen then says, "This last song of the set is, as I said, one that's near and dear to my heart. This is a song called The Endless Shades of Green. And for this one, Vixen's not only playing her kokyu, she's also singing alongside it. And it's a song. It's a slow but happy song. That's also that. It's a slow happy song that talks about nostalgia, about a past that was happy and wonderful, but that you can never go back to.
Sachi's gonna try something here.
Oh no.
Can I warn you?
It's
Dorian
nothing.
is now 5 pins in.
Wow.
He will launch over the table.
Sachi's just going to try and use the network to patch into your sister your performance here.
Okay, roll me a wisdom save. Oh. Wisdom save at advantage. Okay. I'll let you know how things go.
Hero point it.
Oh no.
Hero point it. Do it.
Oh, and actually,
I will use a hero point to see if I can get a better roll.
Okay.
And actually, I read the result wrong. It wasn't an 18 on that check. It was a 25 on that last performance check of mine because I forgot have advantage for the whole day.
Yeah.
Hello.
So, Alan, reroll Sachi's wisdom save again. Okay.
I had to make sure I reduced the wisdom, the hero point, just to be sure.
I'm going to allow you to keep the 11.
Yay!
And I will let you know how this goes.
Nobody knows what Sachi does.
Yeah. So again, it's a song. It's a happy song about a happy and nostalgic song about the past, about all the happy things about a place where about places where things that people would experience during their childhood, and just with the acknowledgement that you can never go back, but while you can never go back, you can still hold those happy memories and those happy times and that place where you knew happiness, joy, wonder, and awe. You can hold them in your heart. And that's what The Endless Shades of Green is about.
I just had a horrifying thought.
What?
What if I accidentally patched you into the entire general network by mistake?
The equivalent of like reply
Then you're
all,
a fucker.
like
Yup.
reply all to an email. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Colton would. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Eliza, does anything happen?
About what?
Immediate, like at the end of the song.
Well, we're still waiting.
Yes, at the end of as the song ends,
Well, are we waiting for the?
you see,
Oh, never mind. There it is. I didn't see it.
as the song ends, the man in the large man in the armor stands up, and you can tell from the size of him that he's about twice the size of any person.
Oh dear God! It's a Dragonborn Goliath. We're fucked.
He's about 9 feet tall.
Oh.
Does Sachi notice this?
I think
Yes.
Does anyone not notice this?
Yeah, I think we all do.
Me.
Mm.
Me.
Remember, Sachi's been spending a lot of her mental energy like taking care of Sidon right now, so this would have to be something that she would notice from the corner of her eye, because she's spending most of her attention on Sidon right now.
Remember, to Dorian, this guy completely not suspicious whatsoever.
And he walks towards the stage. People are just kind of clearing the way for him because he's a 9 foot tall dude.
Yeah, no way we're getting in.
We have another performer. Woo!
The Mia gets in the way. Justin's taking
Move
the way.
aside.
Encore!
Why are you hating to my friend?
I am going to shake the hand of the performer.
Insight?
You can insight.
I just want insight to see if I can figure out through the body language if this is innocent dude just wants to say congratulate performer, or if this might be potential threat.
Violence
What you-
ensues.
From Sachi, from your insight, and also from Demeter's insight, he seems like he's saying the truth.
Seems legit. Going back to comforting Sidon.
One moment, need to see. Okay, bare bones.
Yeah, I might as well roll for Colton because he is there and listening.
We all know.
Yeah, not much better.
We all know the city we're in. That's why we're worried.
Yeah, no, none of us.
Speak for yourself. I have never been more relaxed or less on guard in my life.
Dorian is in complete chill mode.
You just let the honey badger take over.
No.
And
Dorian has momentarily forgotten that he's a honey badger.
So this large man approaches the stage and leans down, putting out his hand that's almost the size of your head, Vixen, and holds out his hand towards you.
I'll, put take my bow, put it into. Vixen will take her bow, put it into her right hand with her kokyu, then into her left hand with her kokyu, extend her right hand, look and trying to make is his face exposed or is he wearing a helmet that's covering his face?
His face is completely exposed. I'm going to put up a picture of him on the page.
I swear, if this actually is a Dragon Ball Goliath.
I'm thinking it's the SMR Goliath dude.
That was an Asimar Goliath?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an
the show off the potentially new NPCs from earlier.
Yep.
Oh. I forgot to look at them. Sorry. Where have you put it?
Liz showing off.
Oh, I mean this guy.
I'm just about to put it up. Give me a second.
Uh.
I thought I already had him uploaded to the page, but apparently I didn't.
Oh, you
Or
mean
roll
Roll20?
20 is being roll 20.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I won't be able to see it.
Upload him. And now I just have to
Oh,
increase
it's
his
Armor Dude.
Oh, is it the guy with the wings?
No, it's the angry looking dude. The beard.
They all look angry.
The guy that looks like they should be a dwarf but isn't.
Oh, him. Is he black?
You don't ask that!
I mean, yes, he is black.
Frankly, the fact that he's like one of only two, that's more of a thing. That's more of a thing on Eliza than the three. Sorry, there's three. That's more of a thing on Eliza than me. That's a way of identifying.
To be fair, we don't have to talk to very many people in general.
That is true.
Anyway.
So yeah, Vixen will take the bow from her, that she normally holds in her right hand, just clasp it in her left hand with her kokyu, extend her right hand, making eye contact, and just smiling and saying, and how did you like the performance?
It was wonderful. My employer would like to meet you. He was listening as well.
Huh?
Oh, and Vixen's just going to look around and, where are they?
They're in the central pillar.
Sorry, repeat that? We got a cough interrupting that.
They are in the central pillar.
Oh,
He is the lord of the city.
That makes more sense. Wait, no, that doesn't. What?
well, but you said that they were listening? I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused.
I'm pretty sure Sachi's not picking up most of this right now. We're in a crowded bar with lots of people, lots of voices. I'm pretty sure I'm out of earshot because I went as far away to protect Sidon as possible.
And please bring your companions when you come.
Oh. Like, does it have to be now? Does it have to be, can it be like a little bit later?
Would it be fair to assume that it's that your employer is interested in more than simply my more than my skills with the instrument?
Yes, he's also interested in the incidents that you and your companions have been involved with in the city.
Sorry, what do you mean? Sorry, I must ask, what do you mean incidents, plural?
One of you running through the city causing damage.
Oh, I wish Dorian was sober right now.
Yeah, I can't just
Dorian
think
was sober.
Can't think for a minute. It goes, but I was with a Garida.
One of you causing a fight in one of our parts.
Okay, that's familiar.
Yeah, that was Garida.
2 portals opening up in the city.
Technically not a Garida, but also yes.
Yeah, that one's not Dorian. Yeah.
Again, Sachi summoning a literal god into the city.
And
And
Most recently, the mass reply to the general network.
I'm sorry, the what?
Sachi.
Wait, what?
Sachi. What did you do?
Give me a sec. Can't stop laughing.
The only time Sidon actually becomes, conscious and, calms down from this, and they're in the middle of something that's actually a panic.
So Vixen replies to this person.
Assuming that Sidon did hear this, Sachi would just reply, I let her sister hear her sing? While cocking your head to the side with confusion.
Right.
From the sound of it, you let everyone.
Vixen replies to him with, I assume this is less of a request, that now it's a request, and should we refuse, we'll be compelled to do so. May I have a few moments to get changed to something more casual?
You and your companions may all do so. As for one of them, I will handle them. As he walks over towards Darian, places a hand on Darian's shoulder, and uses healing hands.
Your poison is gone. Your drunkenness is gone.
Basically, the Goliath just walked over and removed your drunkenness.
Darian, we're fisting the Lord of the
What?
City.
why?
Report.
Because a certain someone decided to broadcast this whole thing on the general network.
Oh, I was ready to have a heart-to-heart with someone.
Didn't you all?
Damn it. I was
Well,
gonna have an emotional break. I was going to have an emotional breakthrough and everything.
Well, it seems like rather than having a heart-to-heart, you're going to be having a face-to-face with the person who is running the city. So,
Okay. And he's just going to grab his studded jacket, just turn to the paladin and go, I know this is probably a stupid question, but does this city have like code of law, a Magna Carta, a document of rights?
Well,
Yes or no? I know you've just cured me of my alcohol, but I'm having a placebo effect of a hangover. Okay?
I'm pretty sure
you have the right to your individuality.
I'm pretty sure the idea is don't cause shit, there won't be shit.
By the way,
what are our charges?
you're not being charged with anything. You're being invited.
To what exactly?
A talk with the head of this city, apparently.
Yes, like a talk, a formal event. What's the dress code?
I think this is more about the Lord, the Lord, the whomever's in charge of the city has been made aware of our group because of several incidences, and it sounds like they want to talk to us.
I mean, we did.
And it seems.
Sorry, go on, Vixen. Sorry.
Yeah.
What did we do?
Accidentally summoned.
Well,
we summoned a
Sachiko broadcasted everything.
I only broadcast the last song, hoping that I could let her sister hear that.
Agamida engaged in mortal combat in some public area. There was the rampage that Sachiko went
It wasn't
on.
Mortal. It
and
was not Mortal Kombat. They're both still alive.
Okay. Anything else?
Kill low resolution. Mortal Kombat!
there were the two portals that opened up in the city that were both that there were members of our group at both locations. So it seems that this is a right now it seems like it's a we're being invited as a polite way of saying this is an opportunity.
We're being arrested. We're being arrested. Let's be honest. We're being arrested in all but name. As he looks to the paladin.
If that's how you want to view it, you may.
Can I insight him and see if he's agreeing with me?
Now that you're not drunk.
You can try to incite him, yeah.
This time you're not drunk or poisoned.
It's like, mate, you've just made me sober after being 5 pims in, okay?
It's like, what? It's rude. I would have liked to solve that naturally.
I mean, this guy...
Dude, I was enjoying myself here.
23.
You are not being arrested!
Oh. Shit, this
Remember,
is worse.
we're currently visiting a city of criminals.
This is worse. Guys, this is worse. We're not being arrested. We're being involved in political games.
For once,
We're
something
fucked.
that I can actually understand. Thank you. Thank you. Something I can understand now.
So, if we can get dressed out of our performing gear, like you said, so do you want to borrow another dress?
Sachi will take Sidon back to the room so that Sidon can get dressed in Sidon's normal clothing.
Of course, I will wait for all of you outside.
I will say this.
Let's go up to the penthouse.
I will say this. Sidon is currently stuck, and the only sound coming from their collar is the dial-up noise.
Demi is chuckling to herself as Sachi takes Sidon to get dressed.
When we get up,
404, Sidon not found.
when we get, go on.
I was going. Demi is saying fucking is just going to stay in her Japanese idol outfit to go and visit the Lord. She can't be out to get dressed.
Good for you. When we get up to the penthouse, I don't know. Can I just talk to Colton for a moment?
Yeah.
Colton. It's not been a day, and that fucker has already caused another incident. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? Because I had a whole thing about this person will make our time here more dangerous. And I know I said I'd only mention it once, so I'm not going to mention their name, so I'm not a liar. But did I not say so? If Necro's not here, I'll say this to Sidon.
Hello?
Oh,
sorry.
Hi. Did you hear what I just said?
No.
Oh, so I pulled Colton to the side and said, Sidon, it's not been a day. And they've already got us in more trouble. I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to say the name because I said I'll say it once and I don't want to be made a liar. But this person, who shall go unnamed, has made our time here more dangerous. Again.
I'm pretty sure most people have.
I'm sorry?
Well done.
I'm going to say it. I told you lot so.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about the other events that happened, would you?
What was the other events?
You know, people opening portals, running above and destroying things in the street.
I detected them. I didn't know about the destroying.
Was it Colton? Wasn't it Dorian who did that?
No. Dorian just casted Longstrider and started jogging.
The one that was Sachiko when Sachiko had the panic attack.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Yep.
Thorburn basically turned into an eldritch abomination
And
while trying to protect Sachi.
I specifically said Dorian leaves the city outskirts, then casts it, and to avoid any issues.
Okay, never mind that. Let's be honest. Something was going to happen. Someone was going to do something. It's no real, just individual here.
It's not been a day. It's not been a day.
Yes, it hasn't, Mr. Almost Ate My Friend.
That's a good point. That's a good point, Colton. That's a good point. And it has been noted.
I can't argue against that.
Okay?
He's right.
I can't argue against that. That is a good, valid point, but it doesn't invalidate my point as well. When we leave this place, let's hire, I believe they're called a counselor. We deal with these issues.
The counselor is currently being dressed up. I'm going to assume either in the regular clothes or like a secretary.
Also, Colton, can we go on holiday after this?
I don't know if I'll have time.
I hear Elysium is lovely this time of year. I have a crystal. I just need to know a direct. I just need a dement. I think I'm losing it, Colton.
Welcome to the club.
I think it's happening. I think I'm losing it.
That implies you had it to begin with.
Yes, I'll see if I can go on vacation. I'll check with my employer to see if I've got any time off.
Yeah, you do that. I'll talk to my ranger conclave, see if I get paid annual leave.
What?
Dorian.
Editor's note: neither of them do.
What is the Lovecraftian horrors, PT?
What's the Lovecraftian horrors? Hour to holiday ratio.
What are an eldritch being's benefits?
As you all get dressed and head back downstairs, you see the Goliath waiting for you.
Okay, I have that.
Am I still helping Sidon hide from things?
No, I'm going to assume another dress, this time not as frilly.
No, I got you back to your suitcases so you can dress however you see fit.
Yeah, don't me that you ran off. They just said about another dress just to mess with you.
Yeah.
They'll
probably take a bit longer to dress, but when they come out, there is a sash rope tied around their waist to sort of tighten it, make it smaller, and they kept the bow.
That's brilliant.
I'm surprised I actually like this. This is new to me. I'm gonna need to get used to it. Don't say anything about this.
What clothing is Sidon wearing?
A regular cloak, like regular wizard robe style thing, but sort of covered in different click together button stuff.
Oh right, I was about to say, is Sidon wearing a dress?
They were before this.
Sidon.
But at that point you were drunk. Yes?
Yeah, it's coming back to him now. Sidon?
Yeah?
Are you wearing a dress?
I was. Technically, this is now a dress, yes.
Can I ask you a delicate question?
Proceed.
Are you what gender are you?
I'm perfect time for the thunder.
I was about to say that lightning could not be any more any better time.
Well timed.
Honestly,
Nature.
honestly, I've been trying to ask myself that question. I've been asking myself that question for a few days now, and I still don't know.
Oh, that's fine. Never mind. Sorry, I was just making sure I hadn't missed something.
I've been trying. Domingos, I've been trying to lay Easter eggs about this, but sure, just come out and not say it.
I mean, I appreciate that you didn't, outright say it. Thank you. As well
Sachi
as
still has
Sachiko,
no idea.
as well as Sachiko for not outright saying anything. Right?
Sachi just wants to help. And fails miserably at it.
Does Sachi say that? Of like, I just want to help.
Nope.
About to say.
Sachi knows that she's in hot water right now.
I don't think it's not wanted. I think it's, you know what? Just
Sachi
how
only...
you know the fate. You know the vibes you get off Dorian. The vibes you get off Dorian is like the same vibes that he was giving off to. Vixen, but less violent when the incident first started. It's not now. Not now. I'm not mad. Just.
As I said, Sachi's stayed pretty well silent this whole time. She knows she's probably in trouble because of the panic attack earlier. She has no clue that she's involved in anything else.
Yeah, the best thing to do when you're neck deep in shit is to keep your mouth shut. Otherwise, you may get some in your mouth.
Dorian's not upset about the panic attack. He's upset about something else you did.
Speaking of
And
what you
the
did, why don't we
paladin
talk to the
leads-
person who's interested?
The paladin leads you all to the central pillar. Where, as you enter the central pillar area, you see that the roads are literally they're like obsidian stone interlaced with gold.
This feels like a gross misuse of
Public funds.
Yeah, public funds.
Yeah, Demeter looks at this and it's very much. It's a small town girl energy of wow, this is unnecessary.
The boss doesn't use public funds for this. This is made for this is his own personal gold that he uses here.
Wait, his own. What is the boss here exactly?
You'll meet him in a second.
Can I just whisper something to Sidon quickly?
I don't know. Can you bend over 90 degrees?
Sure.
That is true.
Look, you're talking to someone who's 1 foot tall. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, fine then. I'll say this to Colton because I can be more subtle with Colton. Colton, you know when we took out that basilisk?
Yes.
Wasn't the basilisk belonging to this guy? And didn't that basilisk have like magic tattoos?
I don't know if I have any defined ownership, but
Yeah, I remember during the autopsy, Sidon mentioned that. And I'm pretty certain the spells were transmutation. And he's got a lot of gold. You're getting?
Okay,
are you getting what I'm hinting at?
I do get the idea, though I don't think that's probably the
If you
case.
see him holding a stone or a book, and he starts muttering words, nick it.
I'm pretty sure it's a book. I don't think they have a name. And then
Think
what
it, as in steal it.
Yeah,
Get,
I know
it,
that.
get it away from him.
And as the paladin leads you to the entryway, there's a few guards standing there, and he goes, "Stone and Bloom here to see the boss, bringing the guests he invited." Very well, let them through. Thank you very much.
We apologize for it.
By the way, at that name, Sachiko, you can roll a history.
Oh,
Yay! I get to roll stuff.
Melee would be never mind.
Yeah, your brain just draws a blank for some reason.
Sachi has no clue who this guy is.
I imagine it's because everyone else just cut her off. Like, okay, you know what? No, she's causing a scene. We need to stop her out. Put her in timeout.
Yeah, Sachi's in timeout mode.
I'm half a mind after this event happens to cast protection from good and evil on her
I'm back.
and see what happens.
I'm back, so pizza just got delivered.
We're nice.
And
Nice.
Soden takes all of you up the
It's 11:30, man.
You guys, as you guys enter the central pillar entryway, he leads you to an elevator that takes you up the very top, over 100 floors up.
This is nice. This is fine. I've experienced these kinds of fights before. My home is a city. Plenty of different tall buildings.
And sitting there behind a desk once you enter the office is...
Drumroll, please. It may be prolonged because we have to put things onto the plane again.
Balthasar Gelt. I'm the only one here who will get that reference, but I don't care.
I swear I've heard that name.
Have we had a short rest?
We've had a long
Like a short rest period? I doubt it's a long rest.
We had a long rest after the incident.
I mean, I would have constituted the short rest to being, our whole performance thing.
I was about to say no. It's specifically have I been able to have a short rest since coming back to the city?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You see this man standing behind sitting behind the large desk. His height makes even the Goliath paladin that led you here seem small.
Oh.
He is over
Where have you put it?
14.
In
roll
20.
Never mind. Continue.
Also,
Even while sitting, he is even sitting down, he is well over 10 feet tall.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Obviously part giant and part celestial. He sits there looking at all of you. What am I going to do with all of you?
Kick us out the city, and we never see. You never see us ever again.
I can't do that because.
It's because of the destruction that a certain few of us caused as I look to Gamida and Sachi.
No. That was just what I told my people for why I needed you here.
Okay, what's the actual reasoning then?
Is he a general agent?
Sonnen, you can leave and make sure that nobody else can hear us.
Mia keeps numbing on her pizza.
As Sonnen nods and leaves. Tenchi warned me about all of you.
Sachi immediately tries to find a place to hide.
No. Stand right there.
I can't do anything to stop her. Also, Tenchi?
The next head of Jinral.
Oh. I'm guessing they have something they want to do. Have something they want to do with us. Or to us.
My role here as the head crime lord is to make it so that none of the other crime lords cause a problem for Jinral. All of you showcasing your talents throughout the city have caused various factions to try and decide to recruit you. Which is why I had to make my move first.
We're being hired. We're being hired by this person, so other mafia groups don't hire us.
So
it sounds
Sachi is very
like the best
unconvincingly hiding
situation.
behind a potted plant right now.
It sounds like the best thing we should do is leave and never come back.
No, because I actually do need your help with one thing.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
That is.
Got it.
One
No,
of the
do not
other
say got it.
factions.
Do not say got it. He does not. That one does not speak for the rest of us.
One of the other factions stole something that belongs to me.
Okay, what's the
No.
stone?
Who stole it before what was stolen?
I don't know. One of the other factions. There are 5 crime families here in town, and one of them stole it.
Okay, now we could possibly do some sort of magic stuff. What has been stolen?
Something I was holding on to for Jinral. The first book.
First, would I know anything about that? About the name of that?
Well, eating pizza, Demir goes, what's that?
Both Sachi and Sidon and possibly Vixen can roll history on this.
Me? I'm shocked, but
You might have seen a reference of it in one of the books in the monastery.
I have been
Maybe.
rolling hot and cold, nowhere in between. I have been rolling either natural 20s or shit.
I got a 19.
Dixon, you would have known that one of the books mentioned the first book in one of the books that you read before. That's all you know about it.
Wow, I
Sachi's
got
too
a
worried that she might have upset Tenchi to remember much of anything right now.
I love that. Like, I got a 19, and it's still just, yeah, you read a book that mentioned the book, and that's it. Yikes.
I thought someone got a nat 20.
Yeah, that's Sidon. You have read about the first book. It's the book that details the creation of the planet and hidden things within it.
Why did you say that last bit?
That's the book of detailing the creation of this world. That everything inside of the details, the makings, the workings of it. Someone stole that.
Yes.
Wait, you and after Sidon says all that, just this realization on Vixen's face. So you had that in your possession.
Yes, I was asked to hold on to it because, well, he gestures to himself. I'm part celestial, which means I can read it without going completely mad.
There was a clear look on Sidon's face, like they're trying to calculate if that would work for them as well.
The fish taught me celestial. Could I read it?
You're not celestial, Demeter.
I'm not even sure about myself, but yeah, we have to get that back because
Still eating
when
pizza.
If they have somebody that can, if one of the family that skull has somebody that can read it,
unfortunately, I think I know why they may have taken it. Although this may be a theory. This is a theory, mind you. They may be connected with a group of interests that's been trying to cause certain incidents.
The
They may be trying to look
Crimson
for some.
Cloaks.
Yeah.
I do know of the idea.
Crimson fuckers.
I thought there was only one of those. Crimson Fucker.
No, there's multiple of those fuckers.
That was a reference.
I know.
And
Something abridged.
No.
we have been trying to make contact with the agent with the embedded agent that we were told of that's inside of them, but that's been a bit difficult.
Hold on. This is gonna be. I know this is probably gonna come back into my face. Have you tried a locate object spell?
That doesn't work on the first book.
Well, you were right about that.
Can Sachi remember anything that she was told about the book now that she knows that it's a thing?
Does it connect? Just another weird question. Does it connect the first book? Does it connect to any planes?
You're trying very hard to use your abilities there, aren't you?
It would make a location spell would be very useful right now.
I don't think it'll work.
I guess upper plane.
You never know. It might be connected to the knowledge plane.
I
never
mean,
know.
technically it's connected to the prime plane if it's active, but it would have to be active.
Is there any information you can give us about the five families? Who their affiliations might be, what their industrial specializations are. Knowing any of that might give us a lead into who may have it.
The five families. First, there's the Dramine. They handle a lot of black market imports and exports, if you would.
Okay, fencing. No.
Do they do people fencing?
It's times like this that I really wish I was more trained in investigations and less trained in bureaucracy.
Do they do people fencing? Domingo asks.
There was a sixth family here that used to deal with people like that, but I got rid of them.
Good on you. Good on you.
Then you have the Minarin. I'm gonna write down their names as I say them.
I was about to say.
Could you also put what do they do again?
Yes. The Minarin deal with exotic substances. Drugs, if you would.
Okay.
As well as the importation of Lotus.
Go on.
Then you have Profel. The Profel deal primarily in protection.
That.
They basically managed to keep all the other families from intimidating the ordinary business people. For a price.
The meat eats the last of her.
Okay.
Don't ask what the
Then you have the Topier. The Topier deal with I guess you could say back alley augmentation.
Anything that would be illegal to have about you transformed. Something like, I imagine, biomechanical weaponry.
And then finally the Chio.
And they do.
The Ichio deal with illicit crystals.
What
Basically,
kind of
hacking-
illicit crystals?
Hacking their way into the teleportation network, the communication network, and planar crystals.
Guys, it's them. Let's go. Let's go. Let's rate them.
Hold on. It could be any one of them, but we need to make sure.
It's very important we get all of their documentation and equipment. It's utmost importance.
You're the reason why everyone...
The Mia races are poor. Waiting to be.
Yes?
What was the name of the sick family in case it's a chance that they're back in town and they did this stuff, try and fuck with you?
The Solish, which I ran out of town years ago.
But what did they do in case they're back?
Slavery.
Slavery.
Thank
Humanoid
you.
trafficking.
Thank you.
Just in case we never know. We don't want to find someone doing it and it turns out, it was them the whole time.
Okay. Can I now ask the $1 million question?
Yes.
What do we get out of this? Because this, I don't want to sound mean. This sounds like a you problem.
You say that immediately after saying, I don't want to sound like.
Well, for one, you will be considered part of my employ, which will stop the other families from trying to recruit you.
I'm assuming the price of not accepting the recruitment offer would be as they draw a line across their own neck.
Yeah.
That's probably good. Probably a good deterrent. It would save us a lot of trouble and a lot of blood.
Second, it won't be exposed that several people involved with the General Empire are pretty much running the city illegally because general operatives aren't supposed to be in this country.
That's a benefit for you, not for us. Let's be honest.
And to be fair,
I couldn't care less about the General Empire.
But we could care a lot about avoiding dying to mobsters.
Yeah, sounds very much like blackmail to me.
Thirdly, I'll give you access to the Grand Library.
What's in the Grand Library?
It's the Grand Library. What else do you need to know?
I'm not agreeing to anything until I know exactly what's in there.
It's a library that's reasonably grand.
It has all the information that the General Empire has collected since its formation.
Darian, sign is currently on your chest.
You can see Sachi freaking out a little bit in the background.
Holding you by the cuff of your shirt. We are doing this.
She put on her big girl pants. Demeanor jokes.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Question from me. Given that you don't want to upset the balance of the different families in the city, how much damage are you expecting us to be doing to whoever stole this book?
Preferably only to the members of the family that stole the book. We want to send a message that theft from the Central is not allowed here.
Okay.
So only
This is
those
acceptable.
only those who have committed. Right, got it.
I guess we're doing this then.
I'll also give you some
what?
Money.
money.
What I am
If you just
thinking,
hold that in any brick wall disappears.
Sachi's already planning to help simply because this is in her brain, this is a general mission now.
Yep.
Where's the Grand Library?
In general.
Is it here?
The Grand Library is in the floating capital of Jinral.
So, hold on. I just want to state this. So you're blackmailing us, and you're giving us access to a place that we can't easily get to.
What do you mean you can't easily get there?
It's in the fucking sky in the middle of Jinral.
Gary.
Yup.
Gary.
All he has to do is just point at Sachi.
Yeah, that's what he does. He just points at Sachi. With her there, you can all you have to go to one of the crystals on the network, and you can teleport there with my permission.
Exactly. We are doing this.
first, something I'm wondering is why can't you? It sounds like this is a rather delicate matter. Why wouldn't you have anyone why wouldn't you have a small team of people that you trust that are already in your employ do this? Why would you have
That doesn't have a madman with them, as he points to Sachi.
Mad woman.
And you're saying we're any better?
Because my team has gone missing.
Oh,
Send another team.
that was probably the
That
only
isn't
team.
us.
My other
So,
team was currently taken by people that needed assistance.
Oh,
Withdraw them. Bring them back.
so
I would love to. But
I'm guessing
when
they've gone missing.
when the
It's the Were Badgers, I'm sure of it. This is out of character, by the way.
let me just put it this way. One of my teams went missing. Another team was requested by Kenji to look into something. And my third team was borrowed by, and his eyes quickly glanced over towards Vixen by another general agent.
Ah,
I guess we're doing this then.
yeah. So, do you want their kneecaps in one piece or in shattered pieces?
If they're the culprits, as many pieces as possible.
Got it. As they have both rifles in their hammer form on their shoulders, already walking out.
Just be as subtle as possible. We don't want the families to all know that the first book was here to begin with.
Oh,
Before
No,
much else happens,
no.
Sachi kind of raises her hand, finger pointing up a little bit.
Yes, Sachi.
Can you show us where the book was kept so we can look for clues?
Of course.
That sounds. I was about to say that.
We don't even know who we're pursuing yet. The reason she's like timid is because she's not great at investigation, and she knows it.
Fair enough.
He stands up and you see him at his full 14 feet tall height.
I feel small and very puntable right now, and I'm going to get out of the way.
And he walks over to a large door on the left side of the room and opens it, revealing a room full of trinkets, baubles, and books.
Sachi will start by observing as much around the door as possible, closing it, opening it, looking for any traces of anything.
Apparently, they snuck in while I was dealing with while I was in a meeting with an agent of General that I respect, and they snuck in during that.
Detect portal.
Give me a minute. I'm writing down stuff. Let's see. I'll save.
You're using magical awareness in this room. You get overload.
It's a flashbang.
Yeah, detect portal.
Oh,
detect portal.
No, Demeter used magic awareness. I'm going through what Demeter did first. Demeter, you get
Sorry, I didn't hear
overloaded.
that. Sorry.
Nearly everything in this room is magical.
Ow, 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 ow. Let me covers her eyes and...
That sounds bad. Damn it, I wish I could do something, but I don't think that actually applies to any of this. Damn it!
Also,
Okay. Yeah.
I said. I posted in general your character upon hearing about the crystals.
God damn it.
You're using Detect Portal. How long... Can you post what Detect Portal... I'm going to look up to see how long what Detect Portal does exactly.
Detect... I can go for you now. Features... presence of planar portals. As an action, you detect the distance and direction to the closest planar portals within 1 mile of you.
So you're not able to sense them once they've closed.
No, but
Okay.
you've had me detect them when there's been when they've been opened before, recently. But that's up to you because that is not in the thing. You've just done that.
And being since this was about like 5 days ago that the book was stolen. No, you're not able to detect a portal there.
No.
But let me check to make sure that there's no portals open in the nearby area.
Come on. B to the prime plane. B to the prime plane. B to the prime plane. Make our life easy.
The only thing you said for portal is the same portal that you sensed earlier opening that was the Aeraus coming in.
Yep. There was also a second
moving around the city.
There was also a second one as well.
Yeah, that was Curiel. Curiel's already long left, though.
All right, yeah.
But you can sense that there's a person-shaped portal thing just wandering around the city.
I'll deal with that later. I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to pray to a god.
We want some help with that?
But
no, you're better at investigating than me.
Be right back.
You can help Sachi with her investigations of finding things.
But as we with you all entering the room to start your investigation.
Sachi's starting outside the room. Because if there's someone entered the room to get the stuff, there should be signs of what's happening on the outside. And then she'll look at the stuff on the inside afterwards and investigate that, asking specifically where the book was kept so that she can focus her search around that area.
But we move back towards through the city because you're able to sense this, Darian. We're going to move back towards the city as Aeraus is wandering through the city, but having finally got a lozenge. Much better. My voice no longer feels like death. Wait, what are you? As that
was well timed.
Yeah. As a being in a cloak approaches him, and they both vanish. And you, Darian, sense the walking portal vanish, as that's where we end for the night.
God damn it!
Is that not a second portal?
Yes, you do sense the second portal briefly open and close.
Where did it go?
Technically to the material plane, just in a different location on the material plane.
I hate this. It doesn't give me information. Okay. Can people start going to different planes so I know where they're going?
But I will say this, that portal that did briefly open, you've sensed something like that before when you've encountered members of the Aji Darnik.
The Crimson fuckers.
Say goodbye.
That portal and
say goodbye. We've been
I
going.
don't support any of that.
Say goodbye, everyone. We've been going for.
Hi, everyone.
We've been
Bye,
going
everyone.
Bye.
Go to sleep.
Bye.
Well.
We've been going for 3.5
that
hours.
was a 3.5 hour session.